Well, I've got some breaking cruise news. The CDC has changed its threat level for cruise ships again. Cruise news. Let's talk about it. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Lido, Loca. I'm your host, Tony, here with the latest cruise news and views. And we got a big story breaking off right now. The CDC has changed its threat warning for cruise ships again. And this time it's moved from a level 3 warning down to a level 2. And this is big news because not only did they move the threat level from level 3 down to level 2, but they came up with a new system to use data to quantify the moving of the threat level up from level 3 to level 4 or level 3 back down to level 2. There's a system in place that we can all track along with now, which is kind of exciting. But first, let me tell you what it means to go from a level 3 warning to a level 2. In the level 3 warning, it went like this. If you are fully up to date with your vaccines, and up to date for them means that you have a booster if it's available for you for the timing. If you're fully up to date with your vaccines, go cruising. Now, if you weren't fully up to date with your vaccines, you should not cruise. And folks that are susceptible for severe illness from COVID, people with comorbidities, even if they were up to date with their vaccines, they should not cruise either. That was the level 3 warning. And of course, the level 3 warning would include people that aren't vaccinated at all, because by definition, they would not be up to date with their vaccines. Now, level 2 beats some of the same drum as level 3. It's saying, look, for folks that are up to date with their vaccines, go cruising. But then it gets a little tricky. It says, look, if you're not up to date with your vaccine and you are not at risk for severe COVID, well, go cruising. They still recommend that anybody that is at risk for severe COVID, anybody with their list of comorbidities, which is pretty extensive, should not go cruising unless they consult with a doctor first. There's no requirement for a doctor's note or anything like that, but they're just saying, look, even at level 2, if you have a comorbidity, check with the doc before you go cruising. This could open up a lot of doors, right? So we've seen a lot of change. Possibly the pre-cruise testing could go away. Could this open the door for non-vaccinated cruising? It will be interesting. Only time will tell. However, for the first time ever, this level system is now on a trigger system. This level could shoot back up next week because they're checking every 7 days for the amount of cases on board to determine what the threat level is for cruising. Let me show you a couple charts. All right, here we go. Here's the primary criteria for cruise ship travel, and this chart tracks cumulative new COVID crew case counts over the past 14 days. It's got to be at a level 4 if they find those case counts to be more than 2,000. Has to be at a level 3 if it's 1,000 to 2,000, and then it has to be at a level 2 if it's 500 to 999. So based on the changing of the level today, the primary criteria has been met. Less than 999 cases amongst the crew on cruise ships. Woohoo! The secondary criteria also deals with crew members' cumulative new symptomatic COVID-19 crew case counts over the past 14 days. These are people that are actually showing symptoms of the disease. Level 4 is more than 1,000, level 3, 500 to 999, and level 2, 100 to 500, and then of course the level 1s are there also. This is why we're at a level 2. The secondary and the primary criteria are inside of those numbers. And look, it doesn't even mention the guests. That, now we're really focusing on long-term stuff. Crew members are going to stay on these cruise ships. They recognize that for the most part, guests are going to be getting off of these cruise ships. So the criteria for determining these levels, not even including a guest count. It's an interesting evolution of how the CDC will be determining the threat levels, and at least when things change, we'll kind of know why they changed, or from a numbers perspective, why they changed. There's still definitely cases on cruise ships. Make sure you're checking out the CDC color-coded chart. They can tell you which cruise ships are under investigation. There was a cruise ship turned away, the Sky Princess, last week in St. Thomas because their case count exceeded 3% of the total passengers and crew on board. So there is still Omicron, there's still COVID working its way around the cruise ships. But for the most part, the reporting has moved cruising from a level 3 to a level 2. And I'm assuming if it stays at that lower level 2, possibly down into level 1, we could see some more changes of protocols. I think the testing will be the first one one to go away, and it would be very interesting to see if sometime in the near future, if there wasn't a vaccine requirement. Who knows how that will play out. Boom, that's your breaking cruise news. Leave a comment below. What do you think about this? Do you like the fact that you can tell a little better why the levels move? I like that part of it, but there continues to be some CDC oversight in the cruise space. Leave a comment below. Thank you so much for checking out the show today. If you liked it, do me a favor, hit the like button. Please subscribe, and if you don't do either one of those things, I'll be forced to punish you, and I don't really want to punish you, but I'll be forced to punish you, and your punishment's going to be rough. The very next cruise that you go on, it's going to go from a level 2 to a level 3 because you did not hit the like button, so don't be the one that did that. This is Tony for La Lido Loca. Until the next time, we'll see you on the Lido. Bye.